Après Foreign Correspondent, vous avez été amené à faire un
After
film
Foreign Correspondent, you made a picture
unique dans votre carrière,
unique in your whole career.
parce que c'est la seule
Because
comédie
it's the only
américaine
movie-
que
it's
vous
the
avez
only
fait.
American comedy you ever made.
Monsieur Smith.
That actually arose out of a friendship I had
Ça a été le
struck
résultat
up
d'une amitié que j'avais
with Carol Lombard.
avec Carole Lombard.
She at that time was married to Clark
À ce
Gable,
moment-là, elle est mariée à Clark Gable.
and she asked me would I direct one of her pictures.
Et elle m'a demandé si je dirigerais un de ses films.
So, in a weak moment, I said,
Alors, dans un moment de faiblesse,
yes, all right.
j'ai accepté.
And I more or less followed the script of Norman Krasner.
Et j'ai plus ou moins suivi le scénario de Norman Krasner.
I really didn't understand the American idiom.
Je ne comprenais réellement pas très bien encore l'idiome américain.
And
Painting has experienced something of a renaissance in the art world recently. It has been fueled in part by the distinctive talent of a new generation of young painters. Their styles vary widely, with influences ranging from abstract expressionism to photorealism. What's happening? Is there a movement? Is there a trend? Or is it simply that at the end of this decade, there's just more focus on painting? Take a shot at that.
Perhaps not just the end of the decade, but it's corny, but the end of the century.
Yeah.
I think that may be something to do with it. I don't think, there isn't a movement, I don't think. There's a hell of a lot of painting going on. I think more than there has been for quite a long time. But that it's something that sort of happened quite naturally. And I didn't really see it coming, but just became aware over the last year and a half, that more and more shows that I was seeing in New York, it was becoming far more common to walk in and see paintings in an
Balenciaga's up next. Tell you all about it in 60 seconds. Like many houses of late, Balenciaga presented both its menswear and womenswear together. They walked around a giant towering central mountain of colorful graffiti, which held quite a few clues about this collection. Firstly, there were the colors of the tags. Day Glow and Fluo has become the color trend of the season, and Balenciaga has it in spades, worth everything from second skin menswear turtlenecks to wrap dresses, leggings, and pleated skirts for the ladies. Then there was the number that was scrawled into the side of the mountain. It was repeated on the front of a handful of menswear shirts, and if you called the number, you got connected to the Balenciaga hotline, where, if you're like me, you were asked a series of personal questions. And finally, the actually imposing size of the mountain was echoed in the impressive, voluminous outerwear that closed out the Balenciaga show. But with each passing look, became more and more exaggerated, to the point that it was hard not to think of that famous scene in Friends when Joey wears every single stitch of clothing he owns. Or perhaps it was a comment on the nomadic life of so many displaced people living in the world today. After all, the show did include logo tops to support the World Food Program.